Good evening. For our Wednesday devotions here in May, my plan is to use some devotions that just kind of randomly, those that I've found to be inspirational in my own life. I tend to use a number of locations on the internet as well as books. One of those is called Bible Hub, H-U-B. A lot of good information and devotions are there. Another one is called Crosswalk Devotionals, and there's a whole list of various authors and devotions in that. So I just thought I'd share that with you as a resource. But tonight I want to share one from Bible Hub that was listed on April 26th, and I've been living with it now for a number of days, as well as some other things, but this is just a great devotional. I want to read this to you and share this with you this evening. It's based on Isaiah 26, verse 3. You will keep in perfect peace all who trust in you, all whose thoughts are fixed on you. Now, if you read the King James or one similar to that, a translation similar to that, it might have said, you will keep in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on you, who trusts in you. It says this: we live in a sinful, broken world that is full of evil. It's easy to come undone. It's easy to lose control and break down. The temptations to get nervous and anxious, to get fearful and faint-hearted, to get angry and exasperated are plenteous. In many of the situations of life that arise, no one will blame you for coming apart at the seams. After all, we've all been there. We've all been pushed to the limit. The promise of our verse for today, however, is of a way of being in this broken world of ours that does not seem to belong to this world. It's a way of being that comes from a better place, that comes from heaven above. The promise is that God will keep us in perfect peace. The promise then is not just for ordinary peace, but for perfect peace. The peace that the Apostle Paul said exceeds anything that we can understand. Philippians 4:7 transcends all understanding. Although peace is a gift that belongs to all of God's people, John 14:27, my peace I leave with you, it requires something on our part in order to fully manifest in our lives. It requires that we trust in God. You can't have perfect peace without a strong trust in God. The specifics of the situation will get to us if there is no faith that God is in control. If we don't have a strong trust in God, then we can't allow the situation to run away with us. At some point, we must turn from it and fix our thoughts on God. We must turn from the tumult and the turmoil and focus our attention on Him. We must boldly come before the throne of our gracious God that we may receive help in our time of need. Hebrews 4:16. To be kept in perfect peace does not mean that we are unmoved by the situation like a stoic philosopher who refuses to allow emotion of any kind to sweep over him. It means rather that no matter what happens, there is a peace to the person of faith that can't be explained in human terms. Whatever you may be facing today, turn from it for a moment and fix your thoughts on God. Trust in Him and let His perfect peace rise up in your souls. Well, I really enjoy that devotional. I hope it helps you. I just want to add one thing. When it talks about perfect peace, I had never seen this before until I looked it up in the original language. The word perfect there also is the word shalom, and then the word peace is shalom. So it basically says you will keep in shalom, shalom. In other words, the author of that psalm, or the author, Isaiah, I should say, was really wanting to press the point that God's peace is extremely peaceful when we trust in Him. Shalom, shalom. God bless you. Have a great evening.